back then when you went to see ice in person, they didn't have the scoreboard with the points. So then they would say the points at the end, and you'd watch the whole Spurs game. You'd be there in the building, and they'd be like, blah, 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 blah. And George Gervin had 43. And be like, Gervin had 43? I thought he had like 24. And it was like, no, he had like 10 points a quarter. And then in the third quarter, he had 13. And that's how he got to 43. It was like, I was there. I didn't even notice it.
My first encounter with him as a young player, I had it rolling in the game. And obviously, he's getting his numbers. And obviously, my game is using screens and using my teammates to get open. And I ran him off a screen. And Josie Merriweather, and Josie's gone now, Mr. Dearly, laid a screen on him and got him good. And I came off, hit the jumper. And I remember going back down, he was looking at me. He said, "Hey, young fella." I was like, "Yeah, Mr. Gervin." It's like doing the game, right? I mean, like, I'm so respectful of all these old-time guys that I watch. He's like, "Look, listen. Look, man. Look, trust me. When the game is over, I'm going to probably be plus 10 on you. So just let me know when I'm going to get picked, man. I'm good." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Let me know. I don't need to get hit that
hard." And it's probably like a vague threat. I could be plus 25 on you if I really wanted it.
Yeah, I was like, I walked away from that game, man. I was cracking up, man. Every time I see him, I hug him. I remind him of it. He's like, "Come on, young fella."
What made you play so long? I mean, you're like a complete anomaly. It was like you and Parrish and Kareem. You played what, 18 years, something? 18 or 19 years?
I played 18 years. I played 17 NBA and 18 total. Yeah.
Jesus.
Played 1 year in Europe.
Yeah, but that was an era when people didn't do that, though.
They didn't do that. And I will say this, one, I'm blessed. My mom's 92 years old. She looks like she's 60. Okay. So I'm not going to own all of it. But I think for me, I paid attention, Bill, to my life as I grew up. And I just took a point to say, I'm not going to be like him. I'm not going to be like him. And those hymns weren't friends of mine. They were my brothers. And they would remind me, don't be like me.
Yeah.
And so I took that to heart, man. And I knew I was next to the last in line to make it right for my mom, who raised 7 kids by herself. And so I knew that it was on me when it became my time. And back then, my first year in the NBA, I made $65,000. I almost made more money on my shoe contract with Pony than I did with my salary. And I said, I got to play a long time. And I just took care of myself. That was it. I mean, I talked to people. I learned from people. I stayed away from people that were doing the wrong things. As you mentioned, that era was kind of drug infested. I've never put a drug in my body. And so those are the things I went for. And lo and behold, I was able to play that long. So it's no surprise to me how I lasted that long, because I thought I did all the correct things to do it. I had a lot of ex-teammates, a lot of friends. They'll come up to me and they'll say, "Man, I should have hung with you more. I should have listened to you, because they knew their careers got cut short because they did not adhere to detail.
Justin Termini would say your career lasted that long because you didn't guard anybody.
That too. Yeah, I was very selective. Like I said, I met George Gervin very young. It's like, I'm not going in that paint unless it's an opportunity for me to score. and the great Buck Williams made that known to me. And I love Buck to death. He's a great friend. He and his wife, Mimi, are great. But Buck laid me out one time, man, in the lane. I was in Seattle playing against Portland. And I thought I got hit by a truck. And he just looked at me. He said, "I like you, but just don't come in here, man.
Yeah, this is not the place for you.
Yeah, don't venture down this road here." I said, "Okay."
Well, for the people listening, Eddie's career started so long ago that it started in Kansas City. And you played, 4 years in Kansas City?
Yeah.
And most people listening to this are like, wait, Kansas City had a team? Yeah, Kansas City had a team. They're now the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, had some tremendous players on that team. Reggie Theus was on that team. Mike Woodson, Larry Drew, LaSalle Thompson, the great Sam Lacey, Phil Ford was one of my mentors when I first got in.
He was good. He just got hurt. Phil Ford,
Yeah.
I think, would have been in that Norm Nixon, Gus Williams, Tiny Archibald kind of that sphere.
He would have been.
He just couldn't stay healthy.
Let me tell you a quick story of Phil Ford. And I will mention Ernie Grunfeld's on that team as well, Reggie King. But quick story of Phil Ford. We're playing a preseason game. Cotton Fitzsimmons is the coach. And I'm a rookie. You know, I'm just quiet, not saying nothing. And we're playing an exhibition game. And Phil had it going. Like, and I was like in shock because I was like, man, I heard NBA players didn't play hard during the exhibition, which is a huge myth, right? And so he was just going off, and so Cotton called a play to end the game for him, and he missed the shot. And so his locker was next to mine, and we're sitting there, and I'm not kidding you, he was bawling, like he was crying. I was like, this is the exhibition season.
Right.
But it was so impactful for me. It was like, here's this grown man I watched play, North Carolina. I mean, leading that full corner offense. And it hurt him that bad to miss a shot in a preseason game. And I was moved by that, man. Phil's one of my heroes, man, because he balanced me, man. I was like, okay, you need to take everything serious.
Right. Well, you also, that team, I think the 84-85, I have the poster. You did an All the King's Men poster, which is one of the funniest.
That's one of the best posters ever.
It's one of the funniest, best, coolest. You guys have this giant statue behind you. And Reggie Theus, he has his mustache. He looks like the guy from Coming to America.